Alright everybody, Shane Simmons coming at you from Gate City, Virginia in Scott County. And I've been a little bit sick the last week or so, so please bear with me. Hopefully my voice will hold up well enough to get through this thing. We're just now entering Gate City from Weber City. Well, interesting things about Gate City and Weber City is they're both towns, despite that name. But I have a hard time determining where one ends and the other begins, but they're both right over the Tennessee state line at the beginning of Route 23, which is also known as Country Music Highway. Goes into Kentucky. One time it was also part of the Hillbilly Highway. People took Route 23 heading north to find jobs, Ohio, Michigan, that type of thing. We cut down here to the main part of town. To the left up here is a shopping center. There's a Food Lion, McDonald's, and that kind of thing. I used to work at the BB&T Bank that used to be up there. I think it's gone out. So we'll head down here, and on to the right up here you'll see Gate City High School will be coming into view very shortly. And I'll make a turn down that way. And they are very well known these days for a great basketball team. I'm a huge basketball fan, and so Mac McClung graduated from here last year, and he is playing for Georgetown, starting and scoring quite a few points, just like he did in high school. In fact, me and my son went to Washington, D.C. going to watch one of his games, and happened to be the very game he was injured. But it looks like he's back and doing some great things again. We got to see him at the Arby's Classic last year too. The guy's just amazing, and really Gate City's still got a lot of talent. Zach Irvin and Bradley Dean, so they've got a bright future for basketball for quite a while. If you haven't had a chance to see McClung, man, you really need to check him out. Got a lot of dunking highlights online. It's gone viral several times, and he's just a hard-working guy. I'm very proud to have someone like that from this area. And he handles himself so well. Very classy guy. Very classy. We're heading back up this way. I'll double back into town, the downtown area. Now, Gate City was first formed in 1815, and it was first named Winfield. And as part of Scott County, the county was named in honor of Winfield Scott, who was a hero in the War of 1812. So the county was Scott, the town was Winfield. It was changed just a couple of years later. There was a local judge named Benjamin Estill, and they named the town Estelville after him. And that stayed that way for a pretty good while. I think it was around 1886. They went basically with the branding or marketing, calling it Gateway to the West, so it became Gate City, what it currently is today. It was a pretty bustling little town back in the early part of the 20th century. It had 3 movie theaters, a hotel, banks, all kinds of things to do, a casket factory, and it was part of the railroad. It had several, up to 6 passenger trains would stop a day through here, so it had quite a bit of traffic that came through. Now the downtown's pretty typical of these. They're hit or miss. We've got some antique malls, a bank, and a karate studio, and then we've got the county courthouse coming up here. Mexican restaurant, which I've eaten at many times in my day. And there's the library. Keep on heading down this way for a little bit. It gets much more rural now once you go downtown. I was surprised to find out that population is just a shade over 2,000. It seems bigger than that. And it was really bustling at one time, and like happens to a lot of towns around here, Kingsport kind of swallows it up, and a lot of people, businesses and employees drift up into that area. But it still gets plenty of traffic. And some of that is because Nicholsville is pretty close by, and it doesn't have a lot of options as far as shopping, grocery stores, that type of thing. And some of these other fairly close by towns can come up this way. Beautiful country out through here, very peaceful place. Back to the basketball, because I can't seem to let it go. They won a state championship last year and had some success already this year as well. They were really known for football for years and decades, really. They had some great teams back with, their coach was Harry Fry. It was the old 3 yards in a cloud of dust offense. They just run it down your throat, and you had to try and stop them, and very, very few people could. So that really got established as a football town, and so it's really, this is basketball is more of a newer thing. But McClung got a lot of attention. That really helped sell the whole area. And it's funny how one person like that can inspire so many kids. Even my son and a lot of other children are out here trying to switch their games up because he attacks the basket. He certainly can shoot threes also, but he attacks the basket and draws fouls, and very aggressive player. And that's really what I've been trying to preach to my son to do. And we just passed a leaving Gate City sign. We'll keep on heading out this way a little bit. Technically, this all kind of feeds into it. As you can see to the left, there's still railroad activity that comes through here. I'm thinking, unless my spidey senses are wrong, I think the Hob-Nob restaurant will be down here, and that'd be a good place to wrap this video up. So we'll get down to there. And my voice is just about shot. But your typical little small town Appalachia here. Churches pretty on just about every corner, it seems like, and spaced out housing. Not too far away from a little town called Duffield, and getting closer down toward Lee County. This house to the right's always kind of fascinating me. It's got this little recreation of the Gulf Service Center. I'm sure somebody's stopped there actually looking for gas. Probably a little disappointed to find out it's only a display. I mentioned the Hob-Nob again. It's a local landmark. I mean, you haven't been to Gate City until you've eaten there. It's one of those little restaurants that seem to happen in a lot of these towns. It's a good reputation and everybody comes to eat. And there it is. I'm coming up on it right now. Right here on the right. We'll turn around here in the parking lot and call it a day, but it seems to be closed today. Closed on Mondays. Good thing I already ate, so I've been very disappointed right now. But we'll wrap this video up. It's a good little look at their old sign. Kind of a neat thing. Short order sandwiches, shakes, and sundaes. Anyway, that's a little look at Gate City. I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching, and hopefully commenting and subscribing and liking and disliking and negative comments. I don't care. I'll take them all. I enjoy the feedback, and it's just fun for me. So if you guys like the videos, please consider subscribing, and And appreciate your comments, good, bad, and ugly, and they're always entertaining, if nothing else. So I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you on the next video.